Hi guys, it's Cat Tip Tuesday, and today we're going to talk about preventing cats from scratching your furniture. Tip number 1, provide scratchers. Tip number 2, prevent scratching. Tip number 3, you might want to move the scratchers. Tip number 4 is redirect and reward. Tip number 5 is encourage. So these are some scratchers that are pretty inexpensive and cats really like them. So you can put some catnip on there to encourage them to scratch that, but you also need to realize that cats really like to reach up and stretch and scratch. So you'll need to get one that's taller than them so they can have the ability to reach up and scratch. And that's one of the reasons why they're probably scratching your couch. One of the reasons why cats like to scratch couches is the tactile is very pleasing to them. Also, they like to reach up and scratch. So if they're scratching your couch, one thing that you can do is you can just get packing tape and you can tape the problem areas, which is clear, so it doesn't show off too much and they just don't like the feeling of it. If you don't want to do that, you can take a blanket and you can just cover those problem areas until they learn properly scratching places. If you find that your cats are still scratching your couch, you might want to move one of these scratchers next to the couch. One thing I like to call redirect and reward is if you see your cat scratching the couch and you have your appropriate scratcher right next to it, you ignore that behavior, pick the cat up, put them on the appropriate scratcher, and then reward that behavior. Good girl, good girl, good job. She could not be more perfect. She's the best cat ever. Another thing you might want to do is just to encourage scratching is you might want to use a string toy to play around the scratcher, and they'll try to get the toy and the nails will catch on the scratcher, which will encourage them to scratch. You can also put a bunch of catnip on there or just kind of rile them up around the scratchers, and they might be more willing to learn how to use the scratcher. And again, reward, reward, reward.